you enjoy destroying women? Is that what it is?
Oh, you want to talk about destroying
here?
women, Adam? Fine, let's do it right now. In fact, we can compare track records.
Fine, let's do it
All right,
right
let's
now.
not do it. Let us not have a shouting match.
Have you seen this? Have you seen the headline?
No, but I don't have to. Squabbling over it isn't going to help Eric.
It'll help lower my blood pressure about 100
No, you don't want to pop an artery now, Adam. You have so much to live for.
Damn right I do.
All right, that's enough. You back to your corner, and you stop blaming David for bad publicity. This is his mother's fault.
Vanessa?
In all likelihood, she's the one who called the press.
That's preposterous.
But it's the truth.
No, it's ludicrous.
Oh,
I just ran into Vanessa in the hallway. She's sick to death about what happened to Erica. She's the one that showed me the headline. Her hands were trembling when she handed it to me.
Liza, get him out of here right now.
This news story is your concoction. Isn't it?
All right, come on. Let's just go. We're tired. We should...
You're the master at shifting the blame, buddy. Now! No matter who it is, as long as someone else takes the ball.
Stop it.
You were not finished yet.
You are so right, Adam. We are far from being finished. Now get out!
Your Honor, with all due respect, this court is duty-bound to deny Miss Kiefer's motion. We don't know that one thing that Braden Lavery has said in this courtroom today is the truth. Not about being at the pit, not about the sexual encounter being consensual. We don't even know for a fact that he is Ryan Lavery's brother.
Yes, we do, Your Honor. I have the proof right here in the form of 2 birth certificates. One made out for Braden Lavery and one for his brother Ryan.
And you would be?
Thaddeus Martin, Your Honor. I'm a friend of the defendant.
Step forward, Mr. Martin. Show me the documents.
May I approach the bench, Your Honor?
Both counsel.
Born in Iowa, sons of Patrick and Gail Lavery, both notarized.
For the record, the documents are in order. These men do indeed appear to be brothers.
Your Honor, this information is all good and well, and I do appreciate the clarification. However, there are still some very important questions that we do not have the answers to. Chief among them is, did Braden Lavery come here today to lie, to cover for his brother, to create reasonable doubt? So I would ask that you not dismiss the charges. I would ask that you remand Ryan Lavery to custody without bail.
I figured you'd be here. Return to the scene of the crime.
A crime? You still think a crime was committed?
I know a crime was committed. Halloween night, a night that's supposed to be fun, a night that nobody gets hurt. Yeah, I definitely believe a crime was committed. And you, kid, are the one who committed it.
I didn't commit any crime.
You're sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure. I was the victim.
Well, couldn't you have been possibly so drunk, coming on to every man that stood in front of you, that you might have just forgotten about what happened that night, kid?
No. I was raped. You can't do this to me. I was raped right here. My skirt was shoved up. My arms were pushed down to my side. Now, I may have made a mistake about the identity of the man, but that doesn't change what happened to me.
What happened was consensual, kid.
What man has consensual sex in a parking lot? You know, on the ground, while he's wearing a werewolf mask and I'm yelling no? How is that consensual? I'll tell you how it wasn't. It was a crime.
Yeah, it was a crime that you cried rape against an innocent man. You stole months of Ryan's life. You destroyed Ryan and Jillian's marriage, but that wasn't enough. You then came after my family.
Your family?
One by one, you forced each of them to go against each other. First Haley and Mateo, then Edmund and me. My brother and I almost got into blows over your disgusting lie.
No, I never lied.
Watching you weasel your way into my family, and I wasn't able to stop it. was like watching evil spread over everything that I cared about.
You're not listening to me. I made a mistake.
Yes, Kit, many mistakes, including what you did to Jack. Yeah, you forced your brother to go after an innocent man, trumped up assault charges, coerced DNA tests. Jack went way over the line to bring you justice. And his career as district attorney may well be over because of you.
Your Honor, prosecution's request is entirely out of line.
Your Honor, Mr. Lavery has a history of fleeing from justice. And how do we know that this timely, to say the very least, appearance of his brother is not simply a last-ditch attempt for him to avoid the punishment that this court has seen fit to hand down?
Counselor, my client pled guilty to a crime that he was innocent of. He was ready to accept the punishment. Now, why would he now try to avoid the punishment?
Very simple. Ryan Lavery thought about it. And he decided that he didn't want to spend 10 years behind bars. So he thinks, I know what I'll do. I'll call my brother up. He'll come here, help me set up a smokescreen, and maybe we can fool the court long enough.
Your Honor. Ryan didn't have a clue that I'd show up here today. And he never enlisted my help. And as for keeping him locked up, why should you? He hasn't done anything wrong, and neither have I, for that matter. Unless you call two consenting adults doing what comes naturally a crime.
My sister was raped, and I will prove that beyond a reasonable doubt.
And I wish you the very best luck in the world, Counselor. But as my client is obviously innocent, I request that the court rule on my motion for dismissal.
Until I have some hard facts to review, the defendant remains behind bars with no bail. Motion denied. As for you, Mr. Lavery, this court orders you to submit to a blood test. Your blood will be drawn and your DNA will be compared to the DNA found on Miss Montgomery's skirt. Until we know the extent of your involvement, if there was any, you are free to go. Bailiff?
You can't do this. He's innocent. You can't do this.
Mrs. Lavery,
Your
sit
Honor,
down.
he's innocent. How can you lock up an innocent man and this monster go free? Ryan is innocent. You can't send him to jail.
Mrs. Lavery.
I won't let you keep torturing him. He's innocent.
It's okay.
No, this is not okay. It's inhuman.
Just let me go, please.
Your heart is made of stone. You know, you're just as much of a criminal as this man.
Bailiff, see this woman out of my court immediately.
Come on, let's go. It's okay.
Ryan, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna get you out of this, baby. I love you.
If anybody else cares to see these court proceedings as primal scream therapy, I suggest that you take it out in the hallway, because I will tolerate no further outbursts. Mr. Lavery, I do not have probable cause to hold you, but I will order that you do not leave this jurisdiction until the results of your blood test have been confirmed. Is that clear?
Your Honor, I would request that the court order an immediate blood test for Mr. Lavery here before he has the chance to flee our jurisdiction.
Request granted. I'll have the lab tech come down immediately.
Thank you, Your Honor, indeed.
And on that note, court is dismissed.
Well, boy, you better hope your brother there's a 100% match in this DNA test, or I will bury both of you, side by side.
So,
Hi.
talk to me.
Sure. About what?
About what? How about you? Are you okay?
Well, given the situation, yeah, I'm fine.
Listen, I know what it's like to sit on every emotion that you've got. You're scared to death. You think if you let them out that it's going to take over and you're going to explode. And sometimes you just have to let that happen.
Yes, well, I don't have that luxury.
Well, I don't think it's going to be to your advantage to remain calm.
So how do you think I should remain? Look, I'm sorry, if Braden's DNA test pans out, my sister's in for the fight of her life. The defense will put her on that stand and they will tear her to shreds. Both you know that as... And God knows what that'll do to her.
Braden Lavery did come forward, and we don't know. He may have the courage to go forward and to say that it was a rape.
Honesty. From a Lavery? I wouldn't hold my breath if I were you.
Hey,
Hey,
I was a little worried when you disappeared on me out at the airport. You saved your brother's life today. I'm really proud of you. I hope you're proud of yourself. You did the right thing.
thanks, Dixie. It means a lot coming from you.
I'd like to smash his face.
Well, I wish we could just drop David Hayward's stuff.
Liar and a cheat.
Well, there's big news.
He should be made accountable for what he did to Erica.
Well, it may not all be his fault.
Oh, come on. You cannot tell me that Vanessa Bennett deliberately alerted the press to Erica's appearance at her high school. No.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you, because when I called David's office, it was her voice that picked up the phone.
Do you know that for a fact?
No, I don't know it for a fact, but I have instincts. A woman's instinct, a reporter's instincts.
I have instincts, too. And Vanessa was brokenhearted about what happened to Erica.
And how do you know?
I talked to her at the hospital.
And how do you know she was being completely honest?
Why do you insist that she's lying?
Because when I called David's office and it was her voice that picked up the phone, I said, please send help immediately, and no one showed up.
She explained that it was a mix-up in communication.
Which she may have caused.
Hayward may have caused.
Oh, come on. David could be telling the truth.
Oh, David Hayward was born lying.
Yeah, and from whom was he born? Genetically flawed.
All right. Vanessa Bennett is not Mother Teresa. Is that what you want to hear?
Is that an admission?
Of her guilt? No. That I don't like her? Yeah. That I wish her son would open his own cardiology unit in hell? You betcha.
That would give heartburn a new twist, wouldn't it?
It certainly it would, yes.
Truce?
Truce?
How about we just change the subject?
Good idea. To what?
Well, we took our first Lamaze class. Why don't we practice what we learned?
Great idea. Deep breathing exercises first, all right?
Sounds good. Do you remember what we learned?
Well, if I've forgotten anything, I'm sure you'll remind me.
Yes, I will.
First, get your pillow.
Okay.
Get you situated. Get another one.
Oh, thank you.
Good.
And I need a focal point.
Yeah. Well, the plant. Is that all right?
Okay.
Okay. You focus on that, and I will count your breaths during your contraction. Ready? And 1, and 2, and 3.
Oh, what's that?
What's what?
Ooh, pain.
Where?
Right here.
There.
What are you doing? Oh, no, come on. Don't call the doctor yet.
Who's calling a doctor? I'm calling a minister so he can marry us. So our child can have a name.
Slow down.
What was so important that you couldn't wait to get to it? And in a blizzard?
I have a wedding that I have to get to.
Well, forget the wedding. I mean, you can send a gift later.
No, this gift, it's not for Marion or Stuart, and it's one that I have to deliver in person.
Oh, my God. In front of all those people. You want to tell Liza what Adam did in front of all those people. You want to drop the bomb at the wedding.
So, what'd you think? Ooh, I still have the touch. Bye-bye. You know, I'm actually beginning to enjoy this. It's been nice getting to know you. Dad, do you think life was simpler back then?
Certainly seemed like it in the movies.
Everything sort of worked out in the end.
But even a nice guy like George Bailey had to face his bridge.
At least there was a happy ending. Real life is just not what it's cracked up to be.